For the legion of fans that were waiting years, finally the time has come that the president of Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy, has announced that she is stepping down from her position. Amid the news from her biggest critics, I find the news bittersweet as I reminisce her tenure at Lucasfilm, and I feel more apathetic rather than relief. In this video, I'll give you a basic rundown of Kathleen Kennedy's announcement, future, and how I feel overall about her leadership at Lucasfilm. Hit those like, subscribe, and notification bell buttons to stay tuned on the latest videos as they release on this channel at least twice a week. And with that said, let's talk. Hey everyone, Ayo here of 4BZ Entertainment News and Gaming with the latest announcement from last week about the president of Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy, is stepping down after 14 years to become a full-time producer once more. This announcement has come during the time when Kennedy's contract has recently expired after 3 years and a 3-year contract extension back in 2018. To simplify why this is such a big deal to fans like myself, Kathleen Kennedy was controversial during her leadership at Lucasfilm. From announced projects like shows and movies that never happened, character portrayals and assassinations like Luke Skywalker being a bitter old man who abandoned those that he cared about, and his unceremonious passing, which did diminish his character greatly so, her forced ideology, which I will let the picture speak for itself, but ultimately where I have a problem is how she handles criticism from the fan base, which still to this day belittles by dismissing valid concerns and labeling people sexist or prejudiced, you know, that R word. And I want to talk about that because to me, when I was growing up, I had the understanding that major companies and businesses, and even celebrities with spokespeople, who had to hold themselves as professionals even in the face of opposition of the media, a time where there was an understanding by listening to concerned paying customers and to treat them with the utmost respect, because at the end of the day, it's the customers putting food on their tables to feed their families and paying for the lights. Only for the past near decade alone, I've witnessed professionals like Kathleen Kennedy in the entertainment industry as a whole demean, belittle, insult, labeling various fan bases toxic, quote unquote, and a whole slew of calling us ists and phobes. Fill in the gaps, with all those words. And because of that, the intellectual properties like the Star Wars franchise have witnessed exponential diminishing returns. Businesses in general, at least the legitimate ones, should never treat their fan bases or customers in general like doormats whenever they bring up an actual critical concern. If we were on a boat and a person tells the captain that there were multiple punctures that's causing the water to come through that could make the very boat that they are on possibly sink, someone like those professionals would say, "Shut up, you toxic fan, and enjoy the ride you should be grateful for." So my main takeaway for the industry as a whole is to treat your customers with respect even when people don't agree. Listen to those concerns, talk about it with other customers, and engage how they feel. Then talk with the team and make possible minor or even major changes with the product that you are selling. If you decide to ignore or deny those concerns while they pile up, and people will notice a decay, and the consequences will be apathy, and people will not buy. And that's where I'm at personally. I haven't watched a single new Star Wars show or season 3 of The Mandalorian ever since I saw The Rise of Skywalker. And I only explore the more extended universe of Star Wars, which Kennedy also counts as non-canon, to make way with everything she did with Star Wars, starting with The Force Awakens. But let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. How do you feel about Kathleen Kennedy's leaving Lucasfilm? Thank you for reaching to the end of this video. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.